Bangladesh had with that opening partnership, and both the openers getting out quickly.
Well, they have a very, very solid chance here of rolling over Pakistan. 197 runs out of choice. Pakistan, after winning the toss, electing to field just to test their resolve and skills with the ball up front. And they used 7 different bowlers in the first 10 overs. And obviously it didn't work because Bangladesh almost got 60 in the first 6. That's a clear forward run now for Bangladesh. They've got runs on the board, so from captaincy point of view, from execution point of view, it becomes a lot easier for Bangladesh now to dissect the situation and put it right. Saim Ayub has been woefully out of touch, finding new ways of getting out. Sahibzada Farhan was so impressive in that last game. Clubbed the ball beautifully. What was impressive was his temperament and the carefree attitude with which he batted, making yet another comeback. Sahibzada Farhan given his due by wonderful performances in the PSL tournament. Maybe he needs to improve or take his batting just a notch up against the shorter ball, the bouncer. But otherwise, he looks rock solid. Saim Ayub has got class. He's a 3-format player. Not only a 3-dimensional hitter, but a 3-format player. He's that good from technical, from temperament point of view.
He hasn't got going, Saim Ayub. It's going to be Medias and Miraj. 14 wickets in the 31 matches that he has played. He's picked up before. Remember, he created chances. Sahibzada was dropped in his very first over, and then going on to score 70 odd, taking it away from Bangladesh. They've got to start well. There will be a bit of a pressure on these openers because the required run rate is just touching 10 runs in an over right from the word go.
Belt up, the run chase is on. He likes this shot, particularly against spin. He uses the crease and plays against the spin. Very good at picking up the length early and completely at home facing spin up front with the new ball. And that's the other value that he gives to the side. Oh, a little bit of confusion there. The ball is not going to turn a lot, so you'd be better off playing the line.
Yeah, he started well here, Medias and Miraj. He's a clever bowler. He went for 38, but he did create chances. Did not get the support from the fielders.
Yeah, there's that positive intent, and he's off the mark, exposing the stumps. Completely at home doing that. Takes a lot of courage doing that. Because at times you don't know how far away you are from the stumps in relation to the stumps. Focus on Saim Ayub now. They need him in this powerful run chase. Oh, what a beginning! What a strike! Announcing himself in no uncertain terms. This is massive. What a great start. What a great 6.
Yeah, naught and 4 in the last 2 innings that he has played for Pakistan. Well, this time around, the first ball that he faces, he's thumbed it away into the stands, and that is a big shot, really big one. Just a little bit full. It's such a good batting pitch, and the batters will always back them up to play if it even on the up.
Well, they make it comfortably in the air. At times you find your mojo, you find your touch by hitting out of difficulty. This was a smash. What a hit that is. We've seen a great catch already. That has bounced off somebody's hand. That's gone up in the air. This could be out. This is out. Rishad Hussain takes a very, very good catch. By the rope he was. And it's Farhan, Saibzada Farhan, who's been dismissed, looking for a big hoik, big six. Not to be tonight.
Yeah, the informed batter departs in the very first over. We spoke about how good he is, especially in the first couple of overs, Medias and Mirage. So he goes there for that slot sweep, doesn't connect in the air. And nicely taken in the deep by Rishad Hussain. Just have a bit of a look. He was okay. That is a sensational start and a very good one from Medias and Mirage. He goes for one. Pakistan loses their first wicket. It's 8 for 1.
Mohammad Haris at number 3, playing in front of a full house here at Lahore. What an audience. It's almost jam-packed. Great crowd, considering that the series has already been won by Pakistan. This is a great response by the Lahore crowd. Saibzada Farhan just following his instincts. He was massively successful in the last game by hitting such shots. This time, probably just a little too early, taking his eyes off the ball and didn't connect in the middle of the blade. A little bit of spin also. And what a good catch. Precious catch, getting rid of a form player. Yeah. Looking at the ball and being very, very careful where he was in terms of the rope. That's guided into the fence. That is such a good shot and a great beginning. Earlier we saw Saim Ayub deposit one for a massive 6, his first ball of the innings. And Haris here milking that length and finding the gap.
Even though there's a fielder at the third, but he plays it late, deft touch, opening the face of the bat. And just away from that fielder in the slips and also the fielder at third area. Beautiful touch from Haris.
Oh, that is smashed. One bounce into the fence. That's how he bats. On the day, a match winner, an entertainer. And if he gets cracking, this could be a possibility for Pakistan to win this contest.
You're playing that into the vacant areas, hitting it on the up. Not a half volley by any means, but still good enough. Backing themselves up on the surface, trusting the bounce and flaying it away on the onside. Now there's a fielder in the same direction. Well, they'll have a bit of a chat here. 28 wickets so far for Hassan Mahmood. They're still waiting for the ball to come back.
Pace of the ball is going to be key here against Haris, because he absolutely is certain that he's going to hit everything out of the park. Dead set on hitting the ball aggressively. So what do? You take the pace off and may get a good response in your favor. By taking the pace off, you make the timing of the batter a bit off. There's that slow ball.
I think what they did, the Pakistan bowlers, especially at the death in the last 5 overs, not only they bowled the slower deliveries, but they were also very good with the Yorkers. So it's important for the bowlers from Bangladesh to realize that if you can get it right, It might just trouble the batter. It's such a good pitch to bat on. We're still going on with the slip in place. And 53 in the power play for Bangladesh.
Yeah, plays it with soft hands, picks up a single. Gerot, official styling partner, doing a fabulous job. This is a huge crowd, probably the biggest crowd ever in T20 internationals in Pakistan. Over 30,000 people, easily over 30,000 people. 34,000 is the capacity. Just about 34,000. Slow ball, put away into the gap. Saim Ayub has got to be just a little bit aware of taking those singles and twos. 20 for 1, undone by a run out in the last game. Great picture that, supporting cricket and standing up for Pakistan cricket. Actually, that's such good news. Fans were just a little bit disgruntled over the last year or so, but now that's convincing. That is really good shot into the gap. One bounce over the rope for 4 is not going to let up. The pressure will be exerted by the right-hander here. Haris on 14 from just 5.
Yeah, there were shouts of catch it, but it went into the gap. And a little bit too short. We wanted to put it into the stands, but in the end, no problems, because that's gone one bounce over to the fence, away from that fielder at deep mid-wicket. Now he comes into picture.
Yeah, sweep shot played away. I think there's only a single. This time there's a loud no from Haris.
It does help if you can pick up a boundary of the very first delivery of a new over. Less pressure, they'll be eyeing to pick a boundary, but if they don't, they can still manage to score 7 or 8 easily. Now the left-hander on strike. Mohammad Haris already have 15 of just 6 deliveries. Beg your pardon, Saim Ayub on strike.
Time for a selfie, maybe. Crowd selfie moment with Vigotel's smartphone. Smiling faces, it's a full house. A lot of flags. A lot of goodwill for Pakistan cricket and for Bangladesh team as well. Round the stumps and almost beats him. He was advancing before the ball was even bowled. It's a round the stumps angle to just keep him honest through the offside, rather than him hitting the ball away towards mid-wicket. And that's the idea, just float it across. That makes room, smashes it, and it's well fielded, well done, only a single.
He's a clever bowler, Madison Mirage. We saw him coming down the wickets. He bowled a little bit wider. He's come back nicely here after conceding a boundary of his very first delivery of this over. He's just given away 3 runs. He needs to finish off nicely here and ensure that he does not concede a boundary of the last ball of this over. A few more changes in the field. The long-off fielder now inside the circle.
What a day to perform in front of a full house there at Lahore. There's vibe, there's buzz, it's terrific atmosphere. Not a bad over after being hit for a 4 of the first ball. He does well, Miraz. 1 for 16 of his 2, it's 28 for 1. Can't get enough of this sight. After a very, very long time, we're watching this. A full house here. The stadium has been extended from 28,000 to 34,000. New lights. It's well dressed up. Seats for the fans. Last game of the season. Khalid Ahmed on debut, 74 matches, 94 wickets. Seems to be a wicket taker. 3 times he's picked up 4. 32 years old. Starts out with a dot.
Yeah, he was impressive in the Bangladesh Premier League in the last edition, where he picked up 20 wickets. He's played a test for Bangladesh from Sylhet. 16 test matches for him. Big day, really good. A day to remember for him, getting his cap from Nafis Iqbal.
Phil Simmons, the West Indian hitter, is the coach of Bangladesh cricket team. Mushtaq Ahmed is in there as well. He's the bowling coach, spin bowling coach. There he is. Not only a spin bowling coach, but a mentor as well. Terrific guy to have in the dugout. Super Surf, cleans like a dream. Premium detergent powder.
This is a good start from Khalid Ahmed. Bowling in the right areas, no loosener there. And he needs to continue to bowl in that fashion. Just the 3 deliveries and only conceded a single. Back to offside field.
Oh, very close thing. Extremely close thing. Got nothing from the keeper. The umpire didn't give it out as well. Narrow escape. And what a good over this is. What a good beginning from Khalid on debut.
Yeah, there's no one in the third area, the short third, so he's trying to guide it away, trying to find that gap. Doesn't connect, and it's so close to the outside part of the bat, rather inside part of the bat. He started well here on debut, on target. Khalid Ahmed
hitting the length well. There's a bit of consistency, no nervousness. He's off to a very good start here. That's hit crisply for 4. Pick-up shot. Anything on middle and leg, it's got to travel. And he doesn't miss us out as well. That's the value that he gives to the team, Haris. When the ball is in his zone, it goes.
A little bit too full and onto the pads. And picks the length very quickly. Just a little bit too full. And he puts that away for a boundary. And he was good in the first 4 deliveries. On and around about the off-stump line.
Required over 10, 10.14. Doesn't seem to have a lot of pace, so he's got to back himself on line and length and show good discipline and show a bit of determination as well. He'll be tested out here. Out there, in fact. Harris and Siam both very aggressive hitters. That's a wrong line. That's gone. Travel all the way for 6. What a beautiful pickup shot. Last ball deposited over the fence. And Harris is making it look very, very easy. He's off to a great start here. 26 of 11. Pakistan 39 for 1.
Now, the first 4 deliveries I mentioned earlier was on and around the off stump. This time he digs it in short and sits up nice. It's such a beautiful pitch to bat on. That's not the right line, neither it's the right length. Deposited into the stands. Nice way to finish the over with a 6.
The crowd's absolutely involved in this run chase as well. Pakistan needed a good start, needed a partnership. This partnership is looking reasonably good. 31 of 18. Round the stumps to Siam, who misses the ball. Slackened the pace, deceived him. That's good thinking. So it's official here. 29,893. It's 30,000 crowd. If we include our broadcasting crew, it becomes 34,500. That's 4. Well tried, but that ball wins the race. Once again on the shorter side. The length has got to be better. The direction has got to be better as well.
You cannot afford to err in line and length, especially on this kind of a surface. But the ball is nicely coming onto the bat. The bounce has been very good. Again, too easy. Whips it away. Shami Hussain tried desperately, but just could not pull it back. So 4 more.
Problem is that if a batting side picks up rhythm, then stopping them becomes an issue for any bowling side, except maybe 1 or 2 in world cricket. Reining in opposition when they have the rhythm is a tough gig. And so the best way out of this for Bangladesh is to pick up a wicket. Siam slowly gaining form and gaining a bit of confidence. The more time he spends at the crease, the better he will shape up. The old saying, you get better when you spend time at the crease. And so if you're out of touch, out of rhythm, you've got to spend time at the crease, irrespective whether it's T20 or not. But he opens the innings, so he's got plenty of overs left to perform. If he bats right till the end, Pakistan should win this. He's that kind of a batsman. I think the interesting bit about that shot was the way he moved just before the ball was bowled to him. The back leg was twisting a little bit, maybe giving bowler an idea that he's going to play the ramp shot.
Yeah, not a bad delivery from Hassan Mahmood. He's conceding a single, a lot more fuller, and perhaps into the block hole. That's what he's trying to do here. That was a bit of a trigger movement, but look at that length.
That's gone. That's the 6. It deserved that hit. Sam Ayub is timing them well, and it's not good bowling. You've got to say Hassan has got to improve. He's got to bowl within the stumps. That is a half tracker on the pads, and Sam Ayub is not going to really miss out on those. He'll feast on them.
It's too easy for the left-hander. Just too short, asking to be hit, and he obliges. Again, goes on for the maximum.
KFC score a scholarship. KFC is awarding higher education scholarships to deserving students. A very good initiative, and it's another good over for Pakistan. They've raised 50 in just 5 overs, 52 for 1.
So 5 overs done, 52 for 1 at the moment. This has been fascinating to watch. Pakistan need 145 off 90 balls. They've got to go at a shade over the 9.5 mark from here. Yeah, big thank you to all those people that have turned up here. This is a magnificent crowd. Really is outstanding. Khalud again. A little bit leg side. He was optimistic with a bit of a shout. I know Ramiz was talking a lot about this crowd. I agree. I think it's just been outstanding. Just magnificent to see. We had really good crowds for games 1 and 2 and nearly sold out today. It's outstanding stuff to see. Because Pakistan are 2-0 up on the series and looking for a clean sweep here. They've got to play well to get that clean sweep from here. But it just goes to show also the support that comes out when a team's playing well.
Yeah, it's great to see Pakistani cricket fans yet again connected with the Pakistani side, who are doing so well of late. The batters are batting beautifully, bowlers are doing the job, and the most refreshing part, fielding has picked up.
Just easing that away. Oh, it's nicely fielded. Good work. Tried to work it fine, did Harris. Still got a lot of work to do. They've got 9 wickets in hand. Bangladesh were outstanding with their batting. Nearly got to the 200 mark. I agree. There was talk of about 10-15 runs shy of where they perhaps should have been. Personally, I think they were about 5 runs short, because it would have been unbelievable, I think, to get 201 4 knocks in a row at this ground, including the final of the PSL.
Yeah, as a bowler, you need to be on top of your game to be able to tame the batters. Such a good surface this.
Bottom edge on the bounce. He does nicely, Lytton Das. Now they're aiming for 60+ runs again in this power play. It's quite amazing. It only happened twice in 71 knocks between 2020 and 2023. It's happened 6 times in 31 knocks, 24-25. So they're playing aggressive, entertaining cricket. They want to play smart cricket as well. And these power plays are so important. If you play really well in the power plays, like Bangladesh did in the first innings, like Pakistan did in the first innings of each of the first 2 games, really puts you on the happy road to success. Just you can just see with the taping that's on Lytton Das's hand there how much problems he has right now. There's bandages everywhere. And they've always got something that's cracked or sometimes broken. They still play. Pakistan, by the way, scored 67 runs in the power play last match.
Have you ever seen a wicketkeeper without a finger injury?
I've never seen a keeper with a straight finger, got to tell you.
You mean cricket fingers?
Yeah, correct. And they've always come into a season really, and they look after him so well for a couple of weeks or a month or so before the season starts. And there's not too much of a break these days, of course, with franchise cricket as well. look after their hands so well, and they come into the first international, if you like, and bang, straight on that finger, and then trouble again, back to square one. I haven't been forgotten, don't worry about that. They're in the plans. Coach made that quite clear before the series got underway.
Yeah, I don't know who is getting fattened to be slaughtered.
Hopefully none, on both counts.
And again, no rest for the wicket. That was very close.
Yeah, Super Asia, Pakistan's leading home appliances brand. Terrific sponsor to have on board again, Super Asia. The reaction from Lytton Das made me think that maybe that was fairly close. He was the one that was shying the stumps, and he was quite exasperated he didn't disturb the furniture. Let's have a look and see how close it was. I think he would have just made it. A big desperate dive in, sliding the bat as well. That was on a bit of an angle as it was sliding. I guess you lose a little bit of control when you're doing that. And rest. Two balls left in this over. One thing that Mohammad Haris is doing today, as opposed to what he did 2 days ago, is he's looking to play a lot in front of the stumps. Not playing those cheeky shots, those ramps.
Yeah, good to see him evolving as a batter. He has to bring a different dimension to his batting. And he's looking to do so, looking to score those singles. All goes well.
I also think he scores quickly enough when he plays normal shots, normal cricket shots, without having to do those little dinky shots behind square all the time, offside and leg side. Bottom edge onto the pad, dot ball to finish. So only 4 runs off that over. That's top stuff. End of the power play. 56 for 1. So they missed out on that 60 plus in the power play. It looked like they were steaming towards it, but no, just a few runs shy of that. As the umpire just letting us know the power play is now done. Here come the charges. Faham, we didn't see him for very long actually. That didn't last long at all. That's the shot. I saw him depart, hit it straight down the throat of the man at deep mid-wicket. Rashad it was, and then there's some really good batting between Ayub and also Haris. Both very different players, left and right. Different areas they use as well. Anything that's slightly leg side-ish, Haris is going to dish out on, and so is Ayub. So left and right's often tricky. Tight comparison. 53 plays 56. Pakistan 1 wicket down. A guy who got to player of the match actually in game number 2 is the one that's been dismissed. Tanzim now into the attack. Crunch that down to long on.
Yeah, Tanzim in this series has gone for plenty of runs. And this is the ideal time for him to redeem himself. He's a wicket-taking option without any doubt. But to be able to meet success on a surface like this, he has to be committed with his thinking with every ball he bowls.
He is a very important component with the bowling lineup for Bangladesh. 2 wickets, 2 for 36, tidy enough in that second one, and pretty good also in the first with 3 overs. Crack! That's out of the screws. Pick the bones out of that one. That's gone for 6. That's a terrific shot. Superb stuff from Ayub.
50 partnership with that 6. Oh, as a bowler, if you err with your line and length, Sam Ayub has the ability to take a big chunk out of you.
And it's another scholarship, KFC scholarships. Each time a player hits a six, KFC awards a scholarship to a deserving student via the KFC scholarship program. What a nice program that is from KFC. I wonder if they're prepared to dip in with 2 scholarships with that hit being so good. We'll come back to you on that.
Food for thought.
Terms and conditions apply, of course. Well, that's a nice response too. Nice and tight at the body from the bowler and open the blade for a single.
That was too short. Asking to be hit. And Syme did not falter. Gave everything behind that stroke. Kept going into the crowd.
And another crowd catch. Bounced off one guy and the second guy picked it up. So we've seen some really good catching today. No better catching than the guy that took the catch while he was on his phone. That was outstanding work in the first innings, towards the end of the first innings. Brilliant. Oh, that's come back a little bit. Past the inside edge.
Excellent wicket keeping. That one was dying on Captain Lytton Das, but good footwork and timely dive allowed him to gather that one cleanly.
It's nicely bowled. Now he hasn't got all of that. Might be in trouble. No, he's okay. On the bounce. Hadrai scampers in. So in the last over we had that catch in the crowd. It was the second guy who took the catch and touched the turf. But what about this catch? The catch of the match, this one. Magnificent catch on his phone, talking away, sticks out the one hand, continues talking, says, hang on a sec, I'll just get the ball back and then I'll continue the catch again. Brilliant grab.
What do you call it? Multitasking?
Very skillful. As is that as well. Did nicely. Mahmood.
7 done, 66 for 1.
Pakistan and, oh, we've got a full house now, so more people have come in. Pakistan and most of the supporters in this ground today are hoping that they're going to get a clean sweep. Pakistan, they won 3-0 in this series against Bangladesh. Last time that happened was against the West Indies back in 2021. Thank you, Lahore, for a full house in the third and final T20 International. Pakistan versus Bangladesh. Brilliant work. Work to be done, though, by Pakistan. Great crowd support.
And they're jazzing it up for the players. That's for sure.
Players will love this. Rashad into the attack. He was expensive in the first one. Got a bit of tap in the second as well. But bowled better. He's a very key bowler for them. First time this track's been used is today. Sweeper into play, who does so well. It's going to save one. I think the umpires might want another look at that, but I think it's going to be okay, I think.
What commitment. And to cover a lot of area to be able to stop that one. Brilliant. Well, 10 out of 10 for the effort.
Yeah, didn't quite get it away from that advertising triangle in time. So that's a boundary off the second ball of the over. That puts pressure on the leg spinner. Similar area, but not having a scramble this time.
Yeah, if Bangladesh are to do well in this game, Rishad, the wrist spinner, has to do well here. He has to pick up a couple of wickets, ideally break this partnership, which is getting threatening at the moment.
Things are buzzing in the crowd, buzzing the middle two of these players. We're going to have a tight game on the go here. Just one down, halfway through the 8th over. Oh, that's a bit of a freebie. And that's been hammered. Hammered for half a dozen. Oh, full intentions hit that over the right for 6.
You cannot bowl these guys out of hope. You need to be on the money. And these two have the ability to score runs of good deliveries. And that was a long hop. What was he thinking?
I think that boundary off this second ball of the over couldn't quite stop it going into that advertising triangle. Put pressure on him, and that's gone for 6. Now 11 with 2 balls to go in this over. Oh, it's another long hop as he hit it straight down his throat. Oh, it's almost a very good catch. Flung out the left hand as he was diving, almost grabbed it. Mirage it was. Man was born into the 11 in the second game.
Yeah, almost pulled it off. Almost. Isn't he happy?
Who's he supporting?
Make a wild guess.
Didn't have to do anything silly with that last ball. Lots of runs off the other 5. 78 for 1. Looks to me like these two worms had a scrap at about over number 3. They couldn't separate themselves, and they had a little bit of a disagreement about number 5, and they're back together scrapping. Toe to toe they are at the moment. 78 plays 80 in this game. To advance nice and early. Tashamem, who picked up some wickets in the first game. Bit of a part-timer.
And with the first delivery, he came out of the crease so early and still managed that stroke.
Said wickets, only 1 in the first game. Backing away. Through the bowler. Just the one. Helter Skelter in the middle, runs left, right and centre, but it's pretty calm, I think, in the Tapal Tea Lounge. Yep, there it is. Time for the fans to enjoy a cup with Pakistan's own brand, Tapal, the Tapal Tea Lounge. #1 tea brand of Pakistan. Very relaxing there. Maybe feeling a bit tense. His first 3 balls have been good, Shamim. To go at 10 and over, and they've got 9 wickets in hand, Pakistan. Slightly short, not that short, slightly short, and slammed into the crowd. Top shot that.
To bring this innings down from mayhem, they have to bowl in the right areas. Such a true surface this. If you're slightly short, you'll be punished. Yet another 6.
So how does Shamim respond now? Pretty well, actually. But he wasn't prepared to give the ball too much air, but his length was tidy.
And these two batters keeping abreast of each other. Harris 41 from 22 and Sam Ayub 45 from 27.
Just the single. 11 off that over. 9 gone, 89 for 1. Interesting stat. We've only had 9 out of 25 T20 internationals won by chasing teams at this venue. The highest chase at this ground in T20 internationals is 176 by Pakistan against Zimbabwe in 2015. So it's remarkably low, really.
Conditions have changed now. The era you were talking about, pitches were slow and low, offered a lot to the spinners.
That's picked up. First ball, the over, end of the crowd. Great shots. Terrific start to the over.
No reprieve, none whatsoever for the bowlers. The margin of error is minimal. As a batter, you can trust the pace and the bounce of the pitch, and you can express yourself, and these two batters have done so.
48 now for Mohammad Harris of 24, strike rate of 200. It's his highest score in T20 internationals. It's a really fine player. I think he's going to beat that by a long way. Many times the way he plays. Opened the blade beautifully and timed it superbly. Has he got it all the way? Yeah, he has. That's a magnificent shot. It's not one of the blasts into the crowd, but it's a magnificent shot. Well timed.
Yeah, got his 50. Mohammad Harris. Very well compiled 50 from him. First T20 OI 50 for Mohammad Harris.
Yeah, it's a top knock, this. 25 balls only. More work to be done, though. Sure, that's the way he's going to be thinking.
Yeah, opened the blade of the bat at the last moment to get that placement. And the ball kept going. 100 on the board as well.
Only 4 dots in this innings by Mohammad Harris. It's pretty impressive stuff, only 4 dots. Already they got 11 off half the over. Straight to the man, no run there, well fielded. Must have stung a bit.
You're right. It's going to sting and ring for a little while. Another crooked finger.
It's always better to get that checked out if he's concerned about it. Yeah, just a little bit of claret. With Bank Alfala's 1,100 plus branches, you can open your current account from your nearest branch and enjoy various free services and earn Orbit rewards by maintaining or growing your balance. Back live now. Now, has he got it straight down the throat of the fielder? I think he has. Oh, that's disappointing. And that expression tells us all the story.
Looks like he bowled a slow one into the pitch. And hence there was no timing for Saim Ayub on that occasion. Managed to hit the ball straight to the fielder, who didn't have to do much to get rid of Saim Ayub.
He was trying to hit a little bit squarer. Perhaps he was. I think it seemed to be not that high on the bat, but straight down Tanz's throat. Pretty much. It's the end of the partnership, which is worth 92. It's the end of a very good knock from Saim Ayub. 45 off 29. Pakistan now 100 for 2. Here comes the find of the season. Nawaz. And he's got it away nice and fine. First up, first ball for 4. He's a real talent, this guy. 15 off the over, 10 overs done, halfway mark, 100.